Hello there, this is Shawn 1113, your host for the Shawn 1113 podcast show. Right now, changing to Spotify for podcasters. Wow, I did not expect the change to be like that. To be honest with you, formerly Anchor.fm, now Spotify for podcasters. Now, like I said, if you like this content, please hit a voicemail message or contact me at Shawn47K at gmail.com. That's Shawn47K at gmail.com to contact me or a voicemail message. And with all that, I want to make a pretty brief podcast about a lot of things right now. This is the time of the year with a lot of things happening, a lot of fun for sports fans in March and April. And it really starts with the NCAA basketball tournament. Just did my brackets, so like I said, it's all subjective, and the fun part is going to be the guessing, even when you end up being wrong. But this is the fun time of the year in sports. You got everything ongoing: MLB spring training. You have NFL, which I'm going to get to for my Dolphins, NBA, NHL, tennis coming up with the French Open. The Masters actually coming up in a little bit. I'll talk about that as well. But I'll get to like I said, I'm going to get to the picks right now, my final four picks. My picks are going to be Alabama. As much as it makes me cringe about the Brandon Miller situation, but we won't talk about that. Alabama, Marquette, I think they're hot. Good as team as basketball. Houston and Arkansas. And then who's going to win it all? I was very lucky to have Kansas to win it all in the first place, and it happened there for 2022. This year, I'm going to pick Houston to win it all. But whenever I picked Houston in the past, they've been pretty disappointing. But I think Houston is going to win this year. I really do. But also, let me give you my upset bid hit here. I'm going to pick Kent State over Indiana in the first round, I believe. Kent State is a very offensive team, and they may give Indiana a whole bunch of problems. Now, would shock me if Indiana won? No. But I think that's my upset bid of the tournament. Kent State over Indiana, in my opinion. And now I'm going to go to the Major League Baseball. I have my picks right here. Whoever wins in each league. With that, I'm going to go to the East in the American League. The New York Yankees will win the American League East. The American League Central will belong to Minnesota, and another repeat winner is going to be Houston in the West. In the National League, the East, I'm going to kick Atlanta, or some might say Philadelphia with their run last year, but I'm picking Atlanta here. Central pick St. Louis. Now I'm a Dodger fan, and I usually pick the LA Dodgers and hope they still win the West and prove me wrong. But I think right now it's going to be the San Diego Padres this year. I really do believe that. Now, wild card probably Philadelphia, Toronto in the AL, and many other things. But I'll talk more about it as the season goes on with MLB. Now, also the Jalen Ramsey trade. Very interesting trade that we give up. Byron Jones is not coming back because of his health issues. So you know what only help it will definitely help shore up the secondary with Ramsey, but also Xavier Howard. He didn't. I gotta be honest with you. I love Xavier Howard, but I gotta tell you, he was not. He wasn't what he used to be. He's beginning to show his age, and it's only going to help Xavier Howard, in my opinion, with the secondary with Jalen Ramsey having his presence there, probably over the number one receiver, and Xavier Howard can go to over number two receiver. and shoring up the defense as well, with Bradley Chubb restructuring his contract as well. So only going to help. Like I said, my Dolphins, of course, it rests on Tua and his health, his health. So let's see what happens there. And of course, the NFL draft is coming up as well. I forgot about that. But I like the like I said, we'll see. Like I said, the Carolina going to pick their quarterback, and Chicago is going to probably shore up theirs. It's actually a pretty good trade. I think Chicago got hoodwinked somewhat somehow. The NBA is wide open this year. NHL is pretty wide open. I think Boston's Stanley Cup to lose there. And then I'll go to the Masters. I haven't talked about a lot. I had a little bit, watched the Players Championship recently, and Scotty Scheffler is as good as any golfer right now, anybody in golf. And he is the defending Masters champion. And I think there's a pretty decent chance that there might be a repeat Masters winner. And there has not been a Masters repeat winner since Tiger Woods in 2002. I think that is going to. I think it isn't. I think it's entirely possible, but Scotty Scheffler, in my opinion, might repeat as Masters champion. Just saying. Just saying. And then you have the French Open. And I gotta tell you also, this is a take. Nadal eventually will retire. Djokovic will be the only other one that will be big in men's tennis. I gotta wonder who's the next person up after that. Who's the next big one in men's tennis? They say Kyrgios, but he showed flashes of brilliance, but his temper issues have gotten in the way. Medvedev and many others. I got to tell you, I don't know who's going to be the next big one besides Djokovic in tennis. We'll see, though. We'll see. Well, I'm talking about Daniel Medvedev. But we'll see who the people think who's the next Serena Williams in women's tennis in the modern era. Who's going to be the next Novak Djokovic in men's tennis once referee Nadal officially retires? I don't know, man. We'll see. So with that, that's the Shawn 1113 podcast show. Like, and again, if you do like this content, please put a voicemail message or contact me at Shawn47k.com. Okay. Shawn47k at gmail.com. That's Shawn47k at gmail.com. And with that, that's the Shawn 1113 podcast show for March 13th, 2023 on Spotify for podcasters. Thank you very much for listening. And as always, please stay encouraged no matter what.